Hello everybody, and then in this video I'm going to be talking about RNG battles just for a little bit. I am going to be playing a game in the background obviously, but I'm just kind of going to just talk about some of the things about the update and why it's taking so long. Overall, they're working on the update and it should be out very soon, but the current problems that I've heard about is that they're kind of rushing through certain things to finish it up. Pommy said there's a lot of stuff they still want to do that they're just not going to be able to get to if they're going to try pushing this out right now. There's a lot of polish they'd want to do to it, and right now they're in the testing phase of actually testing it from what we've been told. So that's going to be interesting to see. We have gotten some leaks in the Discord from Pomni about the 100 million crates. So I'm probably going to leave a link to the Discord down in the description, just so people who don't have access to it can actually join. I'm not going to show the image on the video just because I don't really want to do that. I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, the game should be updated soon, probably within, I don't know, a couple days at the most, I would think. They're really trying to like push it out right now, and they're doing a lot of work on it and testing it to make sure it actually, will work the way it's supposed to work, I suppose. It's only going to be part 1 out of 4 or so parts. So we're going to get a lot of new features, a new UI, and everything like that. It's going to be a whole new game, essentially. And this is supposed to steady us into what we're going to expect in the future. Presents, obviously the big thing currently. We will be able to open them once the update comes. It should come soon. There's a lot of presents, but they should be quite valuable. The 100 million crate looks, or the weapons inside look really dope of every color. The weapon's kind of big, so I'm wondering it might be a giant weapon, but I'm not actually quite sure. It looks like a giant weapon, but I'm not sure if it actually has the 5% damage bonus or not. But the weapon compared to your character is like a giant hammer almost. Which I'll tell you, it's like a giant axe. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a giant axe that's like a Winter Blade theme. So it's just a Winter Blade, but it's like a massive axe. Kind of like the Winter Battle Axe from the Winter event. But it's insanely bigger, and it's Winter Blade colored. And it has like the little winter stuff all over it, and the design and everything's the exact same. It's just a giant axe instead. It does look really cool, and I feel like I might use it. It depends on how it matches with my character in game. I think it would be pretty fun overall, though. I don't think it'd be. I mean, it is really common. I know a lot of people like don't value it very highly, but I think it'd have pretty good demand overall. So I think people would definitely like it quite a bit, and I feel like its value could definitely shoot up, or at least its demand could shoot up. I feel like newer players to the game would definitely want the item. It's not going to be super rare. It's going to be relatively easy to get. Currently, it's pretty easy to roll. There's probably like at least 300 of each crate in existence, so it's not hard to trade for them at all. Maybe after the update that'll change a little bit, because they are gifts and they'll become limited and they'll become rare and yada yada. The 500 million gifts are said to be really cool, and then Pomni said the Galaxy gifts will be atop of everything else, or like better than everything else essentially. They'll just be the best. Nothing much was said about the secret gift except that it's going to be special. Obviously, only 5 exist, give or take. I'm not sure exactly how many exist until the update, but I think it's about 5. It's kind of hard to keep track, but they've been pinged every time someone's rolled it into Discord. So I believe it's 5 currently. One person rolled one twice, and then a couple people rolled it once. One of them did get banned, that's why I'm saying 5, but I think it's actually 6. So it is kind of inconvenient that one got banned, but it is what it is, I suppose. And it will be back because the ban's only a year, so unless it gets cut short. So it should be back eventually, but for now we'll just be down a secret gift for a little while. But other than that, the gifts, there's not too much to say about them currently. They're just kind of gonna sit for now until we can open them. And like I said, the update should be soon, so we should be able to open them the moment the update comes out. Now, the value of keeping them in the crate might change it versus opening it, because I think majority will be opened. So there's gonna be like last year, there's gonna be like almost no crates left in the end. I know there's quite a few people who are just gonna hoard the crates just because like no one did last year, and I think a lot of people think that the value of the crate itself could be really rare. I think only the weapon's going to be rare. I don't think the crate's going to have a demand itself or really much value. I think only the weapon itself will. There are going to be a lot of crates though, so immediately they're probably not going to have too much value, but after enough time they definitely will. Especially if people quit with a bunch of them like it happened last year. There's a lot of people that stop playing. So out of like 350 winter blades, or 300-ish each, there's mainly only like maybe 50 of each tops. Maybe like quite a few more red, like 20 to 30 more red than the rest. Like 10 less pink than the rest at least, or purple at less. Because purple is the rarest winter blade currently. And then you have red, the most common, and then orange is close behind it, honestly. The ranking you would go purple rarest, yellow second, I think blue's third, then green, then orange, and then finally red. Red just has the highest exist count and is the most common. And it seems that most of them stayed around. Yeah, but another thing will be the rainbow winter blade. I'm surprised more people haven't heard about it. I mentioned it in a server one time, and a lot of people were like, "What?" But yeah, if you have one of each color winter blade, this update, maybe this update, I'm not sure, but you should be able to craft it, all 6 of them, into a rainbow one, which Pomni has shared. That will be a thing in the future. Now, I'm not quite sure if it will come right away or it will come at a later date, but it will be coming, and everyone should be ready for that. That's why winter blades have been so expensive, even though their exist count is so high. That's why so many people are paying so much for them. Honestly, I would hold on to them, and I wouldn't trade winter blades right now. I don't see quite worth it. Pomni herself has recommended that people stop trading, which I completely agree with, and I have reinforced. If you see me trading, I'm not trading my own items, I'm trading one of my friend's items. He's super rich, he doesn't care. It was just a challenge for me to see if I can make value. And I did. I completed the challenge, and I did quite well on it, actually. I got a little lucky with a bunch of winter blades. I did end up getting a full set, though. So it is pretty cool that I did get a full set, and that made me quite a bit of value. But anyone with a full winter blade set will probably be pretty happy with it. If they haven't seen the colorful winter blade yet, the colorful winter blade is pretty dope. I would personally like to use it. Not in a game, but just like have it on me and use it in the lobby. I feel like it definitely could be a really cool weapon to use. I could say that for a lot of weapons, but I think colorful winter blade is going to be one of the coolest because it transfers through colors or vibrates through colors. I don't know what you want to say. It's all 6 colors at once in the normal like winter blade pattern, but it's this rainbow pattern instead. And then the winter blade itself is like black, so it's honestly really cool. That'll be also in the Discord if anyone wants to see it. It is a really cool item, and it's probably going to be really wanted and really wanted to trade for. But I can say that for a lot of the new items that are going to come are going to be really high quality and look really nice. Galaxy gifts, I wouldn't recommend trading those at all costs, and if you do trade for them, I'd definitely get them while you still can. They're probably going to be really hard to get after the update or trade for or away. People are going to want a lot for them, and people are not going to want to trade theirs. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. The update should be pretty soon, I would hope. I mean, they've been talking about it, talking about testing it and everything. It was supposed to be yesterday, but it was delayed. I don't know if they want me to use the term delayed, but that's kind of what it was. Or from the 7 hours, or from the time they originally put on the gifts to 4 extra days. So I'm just going to call it was delayed from the 4 extra days. So, and there has been no official timing exactly, but I'm assuming it's going to be here in the next couple of days, and it'll probably be around 7 o'clock. The latest will probably be next weekend, just because of the weekend time. Which I know it's unfortunate, because I know a lot of the people who are students are on winter break, and they could have a lot of time to play right now. I'm on winter break, and I do definitely want to play. So I'll be disappointed if it doesn't come this week. But like, it's not the end of the world, and I'll be excited if the update drops whenever. And I feel like a lot of people are at that point right now. It's been almost a full year at this point, so we're well overdue for an update. But this update's going to be a lot. Even just the first part is going to be insanity. Probably higher than most expectations currently. Maybe lower. I'm not sure what you expect, really. It's a 2-person dev team. They're working extremely hard on this game. Thousands of lines of code. They're doing it all. They're fixing a lot of the gameplay. They're changing gameplay. There are supposed to be abilities, stuff like that. Abilities will not be in the first part. Trading and values will most likely be in the first part. Ranked might be in the first part. Stuff will go limited in the first part, like the 5-leaf, the leaderboard items, the armorer armor or secret armor, the blacksmith secret armor, and the scientist secret armor will no longer be rollable. They are really common, so their value probably won't change. But overall, they are pretty cool armors even then. If only they were harder to roll overall, it would be rare, but they're really not hard to roll. Well, for spenders at least. If you're free to play, good luck rolling one. It'll be a big accomplishment, and I wish anyone who wants to try that luck. I did get mine with just game passes, or actually I got 3 of them with just game passes in like 100,000 rolls, or something like that. I might do an updated video on that, but I'm not sure. I did do an inventory reveal recently. I've done some trading recently. Oh, which reminds me, I'm probably going to post another video right after this about my trading journey and the trading challenge I talked about and mentioned in the last video and in this video. I just wanted to make this video talking about a little bit about the update. It's probably just going to be another long video of me ranting a little bit. And I'm not playing gameplay of RNG battles. Playing this right now. Just grinding out. You know how it is. Trying to play different games right now. Just to keep myself entertained for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of people are doing right now. Besides playing RNG, all the older players are finding other games to entertain themselves for a little bit. This is kind of what I'm doing right now, and this is kind of the game I've chosen for now. I don't think there's anyone in the online server right now for some reason. Normally this game is pretty packed, but right now it's kind of empty. Maybe because it's like midday on a Monday. That's probably the reason. It is not a Roblox game, so if anyone wants to know the game, I can share the link to the Discord of the game in the description, but I'm just going to share the RNG Battles Discord, or not, it's an unofficial Discord. It's run by a tester named Jamer. It's his Discord, and I'm in the Discord, and I'm just a content creator of in the game Discord. So I'll leave the link in the description, like I said, for the Discord. There's a lot of people there, including Pomni, and that's the reason how we know all we know about the update and stuff like that. That's where she talks and stuff like that. She does in game also, but it's only about 20 people will see that, and then it gets passed down through about 100 people telling everyone else, and not very efficient. And a lot of things get mixed up, and a lot of lies get told throughout that process. So it's not very ideal to have other people pass on information, and I wouldn't rely on other people's information, because a lot of people in this game, heads up, are liars. And most of them don't know what they're talking about. And if you don't trust somebody, you can ask a leaderboard player, or a high up player, or a tester even. Any of them can definitely tell you better and more accurate information than any random you're going to find. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to state in this video. The update should be soon, like I've said multiple times now. I'm just going to keep saying it because I know people are really mad. It's delayed, it's delayed. It's not really, I mean, it has definitely been delayed a lot, but I don't think it's going to be put off anymore. I think they're just going to release it, and what we get is kind of what we get. It is only going to be the first part, and it might need some fixes and polishes later on. There might be certain problems, certain bugs they have to fix and do, but they're trying to get rid of all the big bugs right now. They're trying to make it nice and trying to make it playable, trying to make it like good for us. They're just trying to finish it up, and I think they're going to succeed in doing so, but it's just time, and time is not on their side right now. And then the player base also is kind of rushing them through it. We've all been waiting a year for an update. We're all ready for an update. Players are quitting. And the gifts they even added a timer for it, even though it wasn't quite ready at the end of the timer because the gifts are connected to the revamp update. So they just couldn't be released since the revamp part 1 isn't quite ready yet. So they had to put it off a little bit, and it might even be January 1st, which is New Year's, or 31st, December 31st, New Year's, when they actually end up releasing it. I don't think we're getting a New Year's event. I think we're just getting a Christmas event. There will be a Christmas leaderboard actually, still, and I think the event calendar might still come. But I think all the Christmas stuff is still going to come. It's just going to be late, which better late than never, I suppose. as the saying goes. And I feel like everyone else is probably going to feel the same way. It is a little, I don't know, frustrating, I suppose people would call it, that it wasn't here on time, but things happen and it just wasn't in the cards. But the update should be a lot better, or get better, as time passes. They're just finishing up a lot of stuff, and I feel like it should work out in the end, and I feel like people will be happy. I feel like updates will come quicker, as they're not going to be nearly as big or anything as what they're doing right now. It'll be more of small things and false fixes like we've had in the past. And I feel like a lot of people are going to like that more than waiting a long time for one big update. And I feel like that was their plan in the past, was to do weekly updates for like winter. If you remember, there was like three parts to it. And after each part they added more stuff, and I feel like that's what they're going to start doing again. Not going to be anything huge like I've mentioned. This is going to be like last time, like them just adding some different stuff throughout the month. And it should be pretty fun stuff overall for everyone to be able to do and participate in. Like I said, there's going to be a leaderboard, and I'm assuming it's going to work similar to the Doodle leaderboard. No rewards from the previous year will come back, to my knowledge, so everything will be new, fresh, unique, and should be just new to all of us, and it'll be really fun to play it all together. But anyway, I hope everyone had a really nice Christmas and everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be posting another one probably a little later. I don't know exactly when, but it should be soon, and you'll see it when I post it, I suppose. And then Discord will be in the description, and yeah, that's about it. Peace out, everyone.